Gamers have had a lot of stereotypes over the years, and while it's probably safe to say that not all of them apply to everyone, stereotypes do start for a reason. As a group, it's pretty obvious that gamers do some things that are probably considered strange to everyone that isn't a gamer. Hey guys, Arcade Cloud here, and today we're counting down our top 10 things every gamer does. If you're new to our channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with some friends. It's free. Number 10. I don't exactly know what it is about important stuff that makes it seem so hard to do. Even when it's seriously easy, like going to the store to get some groceries, if it has to be done, then it just feels difficult to do. It's even worse if the thing you have to do is both important and boring, like studying for a test or getting a report done for work. Procrastination is described by the dictionary as the action of delaying or postponing something, and the best way for a gamer to procrastinate is obviously to play video games. I mean, why do that piece of homework that's due tomorrow when you could play a round of Fortnite Battle Royale instead? It's so easy to just pick up a game and start playing it, especially now that so many games are on our mobile phones. It's like, I could study, or I could beat people on Clash Royale. One of those sounds like a lot more fun. Okay, but the weirdest type of procrastination for a gamer is actually procrastinating playing certain video games. There are some games with really good stories that I've gotten seriously into in the past, and then I just procrastinate from playing when I start to get close to the end by playing other video games. Is it because I want to stretch the game out as long as possible? Am I scared of finishing it for some reason? Who knows, but I'll sure as hell put it off as long as possible by playing something else. Number 9. Who needs a good sleeping schedule? They're totally overrated, or at least that's what you'll believe if you're a gamer. For a gamer, nighttime is just an excuse to play more video games. Like during the day, you're either at work or at school, studying, or doing seriously intensive tasks at your job. When you get home late at night, the last thing you want to do is go straight to bed. You need some time to unwind first, some time to relax and recharge for the next day before you go to bed. So you boot up a game and start playing it. Now this would be fine if you only played for an hour or two, but everyone knows that isn't going to happen. It's so easy to just lose track of time when you're playing a video game, and before you know it, time has passed and it's 2 a.m. and you have to be up in 4 hours to get ready for work or school. It's a position basically any gamer has been in, especially if something awesome and new has come out. Of course, that's not the only reason gamers stay up late at night. One of the coolest things about gaming is the fact that you can do it online with friends. Because of the online nature of video games, people now have friends all over the world, not just from their schools or whatever. This means that people are staying up later and later in order to play with their international friends. I mean, how can an Australian guy play with his American friend at a reasonable time if Australia is a whole 16 hours ahead? At least one of them would be playing at a really weird time, probably late at night. Number 8. Gamers are elitist. Okay, not all gamers are elitist, but a lot of gamers can be. That's why a lot of us tend to judge the people we meet in real life based on their gaming experiences. If someone turns around claiming they're a gamer in real life and then says that their favorite game is Call of Duty and that's all they play, a lot of gamers will immediately make a judgment on that person, likely thinking they're not a real gamer at all, because they only play the mainstream stuff. On the other hand, if they say they're into a bunch of indie games, then you might judge someone in a completely different way. To be fair though, non-gamers judge gamers in real life for their gaming habits as well. A lot of people just can't seem to understand the reasons that a gamer would pull an all-nighter to try to complete a tough raid in an MMO, or why we would spend so long playing a video game in single-player mode. Number 7. It seems like almost every day some news website is trying to pin the increasing levels of violence in the United States on video games. Whenever a shooting happens, we get a new wave of fear-mongering about video games slowly turning kids into mass murderers by letting them shoot people in a virtual world, even though most scientific studies prove the exact opposite. News services like Fox don't really care about the scientific studies like that, they just want to peddle the idea that video games inspire violence in people so they can blame gun crime on something else. But hey, we're not here to get political. Like all gamers do when we see stuff like this on the news, we're just here to roll our eyes at the pointless witch hunting. Number 6. Pre-order bonuses and day one DLC have become a bit of a problem over the last 5 or so years. There was once a time where you would buy a game and get the whole thing when it launched, then DLC came along and changed all of that. I mean, things like season passes and extra missions later added to the game were pretty cool. It gave us all a level of replay value that probably wouldn't have been there without the DLC, but pre-order bonuses and day one DLC? It's kind of getting a bit out of hand, right? It's something pretty much all gamers admit to thinking. You shouldn't have to pay extra to get a certain weapon or map, or sometimes even mission if you buy the game early or pay extra to get it. Everyone should have everything right away. Still, even if we all think that, it doesn't stop us from sometimes picking up some of that tempting DLC content. Number 5. Nostalgia is huge for anyone when it comes to things from their childhood, but when it comes to gamers, then you seriously need to be careful. If you somehow manage to insult someone's favorite childhood childhood video game, then you'd better be ready for the biggest argument of your life, because it's pretty common knowledge that basically all gamers will defend their childhood games to their death. From Sonic to Mario to strange games you might not have even heard of, childhood games are a sacred realm for gamers, one that no one should ever try to go near. Like seriously, if someone tries to insult the old Mario games, I might actually fight them. It's safe to say that we all probably defend our childhood games just a little bit too much. Number 4. The debate over which controller is the best one has been going on for as long as video games have been around. If you ask a Super Smash Bros. Player, they would probably tell you that the best controller to ever have been created by the hands of mankind is the GameCube controller. PlayStation players might claim that the PS3 or PS4 controllers are the best controller out there, and no side in this debate will ever stop going on about why their chosen controller method is the best, and it's a debate that'll probably never be solved as long as multiple different game consoles exist. But just in case you were wondering, it is the Xbox 360 controller. Number 3. Stereotypes about video games have been around for as long as video games themselves. Like people saying all gamers are lazy and fat and live in their mom's basement or something, you know what I mean. Loads of people still think that gamers have to be super geeky nerds that have no friends and spend all their time inside playing on computers. People that throw stereotypes that gamers suck, and as gamers we can't help but roll our eyes at them. And yes, I know this is a video all about stereotypes. I see the irony here. Number 2. Everyone has times of extreme need. Times where money is short and you need to make the biggest and scariest decisions to pull yourself out of a tough spot. As gamers, it's pretty likely that we won't have much else but our video games to pawn off in times of need, but if things are bad enough, then we know where to go. GameStop might not give us much for our old used games, but usually they'll give you just enough to help you pull through the week if you really need it. Yes, it means sacrificing some games that we probably really don't want to get rid of, and they'll probably only pay us a couple of bucks, but if it has to be done, then you can bet a gamer will swallow their pride and sell their games to GameStop if they need to. Number 1. Loot boxes are gross. I think we can all agree on that, right? They're a form of microtransaction DLC that gives you a chance of getting something good, even though you probably never will. Worse than that, loot boxes are basically just casinos inside of video games, designed to be all flashy to sucker you in just so you play with them and buy even more of them. They even look like a slot machine. It's even worse with some games like EA's Battlefront 2, they just straight up try to sell you upgrades to characters in their loot boxes. The only way we'll ever get rid of loot boxes is if there's no market for them, which unfortunately there always will be. If we stop buying them, they'll go away, and yet we can't help ourselves. The majority of gamers will probably buy at least one loot box in a video game just to get that sweet skin or weapon that is locked behind a casino-style paywall. And there you have it, our list of the top 10 things every gamer does. Do you agree? Did we miss something? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe for more great videos from Arcade Cloud on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Take care and game on.